Actually, he was crying in there, making woman gestures like,
For those of us climbing to the top of the food chain, there can be no mercy. There is but one rule: hunt or be hunted. Welcome back.
I broke you. How have you come back?
I'm back, motherfucker! I'm back!
I'm not just like the rest of you. I'm stronger. I'm smarter. I'm better. I am better.
I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm tough. Because what does not kill you makes you stronger.
Oh, let's do a what if.
what if what?
What if you lose?
I don't even see, I can't, my consciousness don't even elevate that thought.
Lose! I don't lose! I win! I win! That's my job! That's what I do! I'm gonna show you how great I am!
There is a hook in me, one that you cannot see, but it is there.
My brain cannot process failure. It will not process failure.
Whatever you do, runners, right now, just don't think about the 135 miles of scorching highway in front of you.
David Goggins, you're a rookie here, first timer. Congratulations. How was the heat for you? I didn't even notice it.
We are firemen. The heat doesn't bother us. We live in the heat. We train in the heat.
Welcome to the pain zone. It's where we live.
Accept the pain. Smile at the pain. Embrace the pain.
You never got me down, right? You hear me? Never got me down. Yeah? See, look.
One day you cannot live in that normal mindset. You must be your best.
Kill the boy, Jon Snow. Kill the boy. And let the man be born.
When people read about me, I was just a boy. I was just a little kid. I had no one to protect me. I didn't know, to wake up every day and say, I'm stupid, but I'm gonna figure out a way to be smarter. Versus saying, man, I just can't do that. So you limit this box. So your box becomes so small of things you can do. My box wasn't even a box. It was a fucking little pinhole. And then, through examining myself, getting some willpower, some courage, it became bigger than this table. But that's what we all do. That's why I wanted to come here today and talk to you about real shit. Not no fucking like hacks. There's no hacks, bro. It's you against you. You against you. You take that hot, warm shower, first thing that comes to your fucking mind is, why the fuck did I quit? So what keeps me going? I've quit several things. I know what's on the back end of fucking quitting. It's a lifetime of thinking about, why the fuck did I do that? And I ain't fucking doing that no more. Figure out how to get around it, through it, above it, climb over it. So those limits, I'm always, that's what I said, I taught myself how to fail. I'm always skirting on that like limit of like, okay, I'm there. Okay, I failed. But I was right there. What did I miss? What the fuck did I miss? Oh, that's what I fucking missed. And then it happens.
Who's gonna carry the boats? I know what it feels like to be alone, with no motivation, no drive, no passion. And what has to come out of your fucking soul in the darkest of times is what you just did right there. So that's what I do. I know exactly what it feels like to be lost, to want to quit every day of your life. For the first 20-some years of my life, it was just darkness. But if you are able to get up every morning, have no passion, no drive, no motivation, no shit, and still get up with that kind of fire, you will be successful in life. I guarantee you that.
All right, we're about to get started soon here. 5:40 p.m.
I keep it real. I'm not superhuman. I'm definitely not Superman. So when I talk to you all, understand these are the things that I had to tell myself. And that's kind of what created me. I had to imagine a false reality. Think about this though. My favorite meal was chocolate milkshakes with chocolate donuts. I didn't run, and I was afraid of water, and I was 300 pounds. And I have a pipe dream of going to go be a Navy SEAL.
Just hit the gym.
Every morning I woke up, I wanted to quit. During runs, I quit. During my diet, I quit. During swims, I quit. And all I thought about was, what if I can pull off a fucking miracle? What if I can become someone that no one thinks I can be? And just me talking about that, I have the hair going up on my arms. Because it makes me just like, what if?
What's good, what's good, what's good? Crypto is dippity. What's new? Gotta fix my hair. I was just in the gym. Took a quick cold shower. So my hair is like crazy right now. About to go on a big gym run. Trained the last year to lose weight. Learned a lot of things about my body. What's good, what's good, what's good? Audio should be good. Skids made enough money. Yeah, we were live Inner Circle last night. If you're in the Inner Circle, I was live last night. If you know, we caught buys. We caught buys right here. Last night, we were live in the Inner Circle. And we were running down some things. The market ran up, and it still held. It held buys overall. Like the pullbacks. Like, look at all these pullbacks on the 1 hour. Every pullback, or this is a 30-minute chart. Every pullback, you're getting a buy. You're getting a big dip this morning, turned into a buy. We're gonna run over the charts, go over some updates here, answer some questions on this stream. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. We're here pretty much live every day through the week. It's Monday, starting the week out. We'll be live again tonight here on YouTube as well during Tokyo session, later hours. Because gold's gonna close. Gold's closed right now until like 15 minutes from now. Gold opens in like 15 minutes, a little bit more than 15 minutes. So, anyone catch any trades yet on gold? Anyone? Caught some trades. If you were live with me last night, you would have seen. I did say I was buying gold last night in the Inner Circle around 29.25. I held some buys, caught some re-entries pretty much in my sleep. Like literally, like I was in my sleep. Waking up, I looked at price, took a buy, and went back to bed, woke up in profit. That's why I didn't stream this morning, because I literally took a trade, went to bed, woke up in profit. Trader life. Remember, I'm a trader too, so like I might make 4,000 in a day and be like, why am I gonna look? I don't want to overtrade the markets too. You gotta understand. You guys gotta understand that sometimes too. If I make $4,000 in a day, USD, I don't need to overtrade. It's like I don't need to push the market, right? I don't. If more time on the charts obviously means more of everything, both sides, right? We often like to say less is more. So if less is more, more is not always less. It's not opposite. More is more. More of everything. So when we say less is more often, you often hear traders say less is more, right? Yeah, I had the David Goggins playing because I was just in the gym listening to him. That's usually what I listen into the gym and like stuff like that. I don't listen to music. I don't like, maybe in the first like 10 minutes I'll listen to music to kind of get like pumped, like a little, but nah, just like having someone kind of in my ear. Like it's kind of like a trainer in your ear. If you go to a gym with a trainer, like a trainer who's not fucking around, like not wasting your time or their time, they're not talking to you. Like the trainer I had didn't let me listen to music. I had a trainer this year for like 2 months. He said no music, none of that shit. He said no music, no. He's like, you're just listening to me. And then in Miami, I had a trainer who was like the same way. It was just look at the clock, no phone. I'd try to look at my phone and I'd be in trades and I'd be like up 8 grand in front of him and he'd be like, what the fuck? He'd be like, this guy's up 8 G's while I'm training him. 12 G's, 20 G days. I'd be like, here you go, bro. Paying him like $110, $120 a session. But like, that's the type of people I like to be surrounded by. If you're in the gym by yourself and you're just listening to music and this, then you might lollygag around. Buy, sell. I see someone's in buy. Someone said I didn't even look at crypto, and I know because I got like 3 texts. Yeah, I got 3. I didn't even have to look at the charts. I got 3 text messages. One was like, bro. And then another one's like, bro, I'm broke again. It's like, I got like 3 text messages, so I didn't even have to look. I was in the gym, and I was just in the gym for like 90 minutes before this. And I get 3 texts. Yeah, I knew. Just from like I'll wake up tomorrow with a few more text messages, and later tonight, like, bruh. Yeah. I mean, like I've said, that's why it's better to be a Bitcoiner. I've been steadily buying Bitcoin the last 2 years. And even other coins. And like, honestly, even right now, I'm like, it's like, if I just put more money to Bitcoin this whole entire 2 years. Right now, 92,000. This thing, like I said, I even said last night and last week on streams. If you're with me last night on last week even, the dip is dippity. We talked several streams last week about the fact that I'll pull it up, and in Inner Circle I had a good we did 2 Inner Circle calls we did one on Saturday. So if you're in the Inner Circle, I gave a good rundown on like the value of Bitcoin and other coins and why you're buying what you're buying in these markets, right? Like, why are you buying the coin you're buying? What purpose does that coin serve? We've been talking about this since last week, right? If you want to get ahead in these markets right now, you're going to have to learn, and I've been saying this, you're going to have to learn to kind of live below your means. I kind of typed some really long thing out here last week. Because I've been in this for 10 years, right? And everyone now, like, there's more and more traders getting into crypto, and like you see all there's so many more headlines nowadays. So much more euphoric tension in cycles. Cycles are just happening more and more faster. Like there's so much more euphoric tension. There's always headlines, there's always news, there's always a new coin. There's always another 10x, a 50x, a better this, a new that, right? So we talked about this on February 19th last week. And the thing about this is, with all this euphoric tension and sentiment, so much arriving, the new traders, new generation, I like to call it, the new generation. The new generation applies to anyone who isn't even born in the new generation. Because the new generation tendencies might fall on you, right? The new generation that we live in is what I mean. The generation we live in, the new generation. When I say new generation, I mean like the new kids, the kids of the adults of the future, right? So that's when I say new generation, I refer to 2 things, right? The world, the new generation world, and then what's the future generation, right? Like the kids now, the upcoming generation, future adults. You have to think of how low their IQ is. I'm sorry. Let's just be blunt with it. You just have to go right off the bat. I think I have a low, like most people's IQs are in the generation we live in. I call it the TikTok generation. We live in the TikTok generation, the TikTok world, or the microwave mentality, they call it. The goldfish. So what I'm getting to is attention span, right? There's so many more coins, so many more headlines every day, every week. The more and more and more of it that happens, the less probability that a lot of them have to succeed in the future. If you guys saw what happened with NFTs, NFTs are really good like the utility of it, what you can do with it, how you could create your own NFT. I could create an NFT for you guys, a cool, sick NFT for you guys that has a course built around it, a service built around it. That's something I could do. NFT is something you can create stuff around, but look, 90%, 99% of them failed. There's only like a few of them that hold value, maybe, right? NFTs, a person could create something on that. I could create a course on an NFT and be like, guys, just buy my NFT, hold it. Holding my NFT will come with benefits long-term for life. That NFTs, the idea of it, there's something there, right? The idea around it, there's something there that works, right? Crypto, there's something there that works, right? But a lot of these cryptos, Pump Fund, Phantom Wallet, Moonshot, all this, like a lot of these cryptos that are coming out, it's cool to see. It's cool to see all the screenshots online, believe me, of people's wallets, you know. But 4 years is pretty much short term in the crypto. 4 years is where you're gonna really get experience in the game. And I wrote some spiel here, you know. And I talked about like a quick lesson, like let's look at the top 10 assets in the world right now. What are they in terms of market cap? Digital assets here. When gold is, you know, a physical commodity. When you talk about what these are, and why would someone buy one of these? Why? Why would someone buy Apple? Like, why would you buy Apple if you were to be like, I'm gonna buy Apple? Well, maybe because you recognize every single person around you has one of these, right? Maybe it's a company that you see has advancement for the future in technology. There's probably a bigger why there. Instead of I'm looking for a 10x meme coin, altcoin. Someone told me to buy this. I saw a video on YouTube. This or on Instagram. There's so many headlines nowadays, right? I've been preaching for the last 2 years that Bitcoin's number one for a reason. In times like this, it still shows you that. Because if Bitcoin drops to $80,000 this week before March, let's just hypothetically speak, in terms of worst case scenarios, what if Bitcoin drops to $80,000 this week or two, or this month? How much are all your other coins going to be worth at that point, while Bitcoin is still worth $80,000 a coin? How much are all of your other coins going to be worth then? Right? If this is to drop more. Right? So you lose purchasing power and you lose your dollar value over time more. It diminishes if you have it spread out unconsciously. Like Amazon. I'm sure all of us use Amazon maybe every week, maybe every month, right? Why would you buy Amazon? Probably because you believe in the company and you use it, right? Gold. Why would you buy gold? It's been around for how long? Right? What's its properties? What's it known as? Sound money. In terms of the properties of something that contributes to sound money. This is what that is. How long has it been around? Why would you buy gold? Why would gold be number one? How long has it been around? Way more than all of these. right? Like, duh. Facebook, obviously, like, duh, it's been around way longer than all these. That's a no-brainer. We know that. Why would a person buy gold, right? What is it? So, still to this day, I believe, because I live in a hotel, so often I go downstairs, try to network, meet people, have an espresso or cappuccino, maybe a beer or tequila. I meet a lot of people, have a lot of conversations, older people usually than me. I'm usually the youngest one in the room. It's pretty much how it's usually been my whole life. So remember, I've been around a lot of successful older people, so I have a lot of things to contribute from my knowledge. But what I've noticed is that people don't know why and what Bitcoin really is. Like, why, like, just like I said, why are you buying Facebook or this or that, Amazon, right? Some of these top assets that have been around. The market shows you that right now, and a lot of people, again, like I said, still haven't caught on to that. Some of these things that have been around maybe for decades. So just remember that, because time, you can't time the market, you have time in the market. The best vehicle to keep yourself in the market is what's number one, right? And I've always talked about this. This is nothing new. If you've been on my sessions, if you've known me, should be familiar conversations I've said. Because now, if you were just steadily buying Bitcoin the last 2 years, you'd probably have more money right now and less stress. With the way the market is, because you got to think about this. The yellow line at the top is Bitcoin pretty much versus everything else, right? And now everything else is probably even worse than this. This was like 2 weeks ago. So there's a lot of devaluation in the market, because obviously if Bitcoin drops, everything else drops, but everything else is dropping more than Bitcoin, and that's normal. It's always normal, and that's always how it's going to be, really. It's always how it's been. That's why, like, when people ask me what's a good coin to buy, I'm not trying to when people ask me, Evan, what's a good coin to buy, I'm not trying to tell them what the next 10x, 5x is. The best coin is Bitcoin. It's been proven to that. And a lot of people still haven't wrapped their head around that. Obviously, there's other coins that are like, yo, it does this, it has this, there's this many people, oh, this person. Go look at what I posted on my Instagram story last night. Trump coin. You know, that jail, so you guys know the pizza guy who does, everybody was, talking. I didn't bother to look at it, because I just said it's just another, like these types of coins, like literally jail stool president. So that guy the pizza guy that goes around, does the inner Barstool Sports. This went huge. Everyone's like, I gotta buy this coin because everyone's gonna buy it. Now look at it. He dumped it. Like, who does that? You have such a big community. You want to because he doesn't know crypto. Like, the guy just started learning about crypto, right? Think about that. The guy just started learning about crypto, right? Like, he interviewed Michael Saylor, and Michael Saylor had to dumb it down for him. Makes a coin. Good job. Like, you could have made it way more successful than what you did. Like, long-term longevity. These types of people, these celebrities that launch these coins, like, there's the Hawk Tua. There was that Hawk Tua coin, right? Remember Hawk Tua? Trump coin, official Trump, right? Like, everyone wanted to buy it. Even when it was at like $60, everyone's like, it's going to 100. It's going to 100. Hold up. I got text. One sec, guys. This. Trump coin, even when this is at like $60, $70, I'm getting text messages like, bro, it's going to 100. I'm getting Instagram DMs because I posted something on my story the day I sold it. I sold it at 68 bucks. I sold that thing. I made 71 Solana. These celebrity coins that they attract the masses, right? There's really no like intrinsic value long term unless you just like it could pump any time, any day, long term. It's a person surrounded by like official Trump coin. Yeah, it's Donald Trump. He's gonna be in the media for the next 4 years. He's gonna be the president for the next 4 years. Who knows what it does, right? Who knows? But there's better chance of you getting ahead in these markets long term if you stick to a better plan than like thinking like that, right? President Trump says he's in serious discussions with Putin to end war. Maybe that's why. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, just quick little some business. Important business. Crypto's going down. Crypto's going down. Like, see, like I tell you, I'm gonna get some text on crypto. It's crypto related. Oh man. Yeah, this is probably why. You know, yeah, gold though. On the other hand, look at gold. On the other hand, this is why we trade gold. This is why we trade gold. We trade gold for a reason. We love our gold. I don't trade indices. Like I know a few people who are really good at indices. Only a few, like 2 people really. Never something I really got into. But gold, I recognized I was good with gold, so that's why I just focused on it. So some people might have the same for like US30. I know a few people that are like that, where they started with forex, kind of like I did. You graduate maybe to like, you start with some forex pairs, learning the basics there. Maybe you graduate to like gold or indices. Most people graduate to like gold and indices, S&P, indexes and futures, gold futures, even GC. So that's pretty normal. Like personally, like I know a lot of people who trade US30, but like personally, just like a handful, like friends, close people, like personal, like close people that I've like on the charts talked to. But I know a lot of people trade like US30. I don't, so you won't really like. You guys can ask about it. Like, people always ask on the stream, but you know. I don't always look. Like I'll look at the broader market for I pay attention to the broader. Like last time we looked at US30 was down here. Someone probably asked me. I'll look at it and stuff like for the broader market, cause okay, so like US30, S&P index, all that stuff, Dow Jones, like it's a broader market for everything as well. Like even gold, even crypto. Like if we look at US30, it's pretty down. SPX pretty down, S&P 500 pretty down, right? So that's the broader market. That's what we call the broader market, right? Is, you know, when we talk about these indices, these assets, these indexes. So if the broader market gets affected, if the broader market has drops, has a red day, crypto's gonna usually have that too. If it's like, if you're looking at like last 2 days on the open for S&P here, right? You can see 2 down days. So that's the broader market right now. Makes sense that even that, right? Stocks usually recover though. So you have wrecked. So remember that broader market. Remember that term, the broader market, right? I mean, like, so I've seen this a lot where, like a Green Day, if like the market recovers, if stock market recovers, right? You'll see Bitcoin recover, so like it'll be more Bitcoin recovery. Getting the light on. It's getting dark here, but yo, the weather was better today. Like I went outside and zipped my jacket. It was like, yo, felt fresh today. Felt a little fresher today. Not gonna lie. I was like, this is fire. Hopefully I'm not speaking too soon. Just getting the light adjusted here. Just got dark real quick. Real quick. All right, we back. I don't like it there. I like it here. Nice. Kanye about to rug pull everyone too. Yeah, everyone's like, Kanye coin, who cares? It's Kanye. Like, he has $1 billion already. Like, why would if I had $1 billion, why would I want to launch a coin? I'd be on an island chilling, not talking to anyone. Just maybe trading. Like, what's his motive, right? That guy says that guy says 8 good things, and then he says one bad thing that you can't really defend that guy. Kanye. Nah. I grew up listening to his music for sure. Like, come on. 2003, 2006, 2008, like, come on. You know, fire, like, the graduation, everything, like the man of his time, like a genius. Like, if you watch his documentary, but man, like, he must be going through something. I don't know, man. I saw some of his tweets. That's why I'm saying that. I saw some of his tweets. I'm looking at some, and then I'm like, whoa, like, it's just, I'm out. Bye. PC. I remember him how I for his music that I listened to when still, even if you go in the gym and you put on some of his, like, 2000, like, his older stuff, it's like, it hits. It's like, it hits. Yeah, Bitcoin's looking ugly. I mean, if you're a Bitcoiner, it's like Bitcoin's still at 92,000. It could, like I've said, you can't time the market. We were expecting, like, everyone was expecting a February, March alt season, and maybe that was never going to happen because everyone is expecting it. Might be a longer market under Trump, because under Trump last term, the market went up for a pretty long time, like longer than it did the next, like, after. Went up for a pretty long run, and like the market has gone up a lot the last 2 years. So when you're looking at this, it's your perspective on things. Like, are you scared right now? Because everyone's scared right now, for sure. This is gonna go down tomorrow. Fear coming back in. So are you? It's your perspective on things too. Like, why are you in the market for crypto? What are you buying? Why are you buying it? Are you holding it for life? Like, I want to hold this for 5 years, 10 years, and have a plan here. That's why Bitcoin, number one. Everyone's in fear. So are you in that fear stage? Or are you looking at this like, okay, Bitcoin's still 92,000. It's already proved that it can go above $100,000, right? Quickly. in a matter of months. It's proved that. So on the vice versa, we have to understand it can always prove, like, it can go down in a matter of months. It can be just as quick up, as quick as it goes down, right? You see, like, there's a big gap too in here, underneath 88,000 and 85,000. There's a big gap all in here. We'll look at gold. We got time. It's like 6 o'clock right now, guys. So gold just opened up. Like, no rush. It's 6 o'clock, and we're gonna be on later too. I got kickboxing at 8, so after that, probably I'll be on at like 10, 10:30. Yeah, market just open. Like, gold's still over bullish. A lot of demand because there's been demand. Like, like, is the big dump gonna happen one of these days? Usually the sells happen on Fridays, guys. Like, there can be sells anytime, but the bigger sells, like where it gives like reversals, happen usually near the end of the week. It might be good to watch price tonight. See how it starts trading here the next couple hours. If there's a dip back down and it holds bullish structure. I mean, we've watched gold. If you've been with me since the day I started streaming, some of you guys have. Some of you guys are in the inner circle now. Gosh, am I still muted? No. Okay. No, we're good. We're good. Yeah, I have a camera here. I gotta set it up. It's still in the box. I ordered it such a long time ago. Oh my gosh. I have some other, yeah, I have some tools here. Well, I'm starting tonight. I'm starting kickboxing tonight, but I've trained down to get to a size. Like, I spent the last year going on calorie deficits, fasting, eating high protein, just ground beef, chicken. It was hard because you're used to carbs. So I trained. I would train in the gym for strength and losing weight. So I would just go to the gym and just do heavy weights. And I'm small now, but that's what I spent the last year doing, and I dropped 50 pounds doing that. Some months it's hard because you'll go on a calorie deficit, so it's kind of hard. But if you do it for 30, 60 days, you'll turn around really, really quick once you learn your body. But after that 30, 60 days, you might go on like a calorie deficit. You got to get used to that part. It's hard. Got to find the happy medium along the way. You got to learn your body too. So for me, I want to get down to a size so where I could be mobile, fast. Before I got into that, so kickboxing is the trainer I have does jiu-jitsu, kickboxing, martial arts. So it's not boxing. Boxing's like more. I'm trying to be all around more mobile, everywhere. So now, like right now, I wouldn't be able to do this a year ago. I could squeeze my legs and feel like the muscles. It's crazy. I wasn't able to do that like even like six to 8 months ago, but it started recognizing it more in like September, October. It's crazy. But you got to be consistent. You can't drink alcohol. Can't eat candy. Can't eat sugar. Can't drink pop. Remember, I've never eaten candy. I've never drinking pop in my life. I don't eat sauces. So there's just a lot of things I don't eat. Yeah, if any, like we're gonna be on later tonight too. We're gonna run up gold and look at it for a bit here. I've been just overly bullish the last 30 days on gold. No, man, like the last 2 months now, January and February. Just been, I guess, going with the trend. They like to say, like, go with the flow in the market or go with the trend. This is like some of the biggest consolidation we've seen. You need like a break above 29 fit, like it's 29.55. Yeah, 29.55. You need a break above there. I wouldn't, you know, push price, try to chase it, because it can break above here and there could still be a setup if it breaks above this 29.50, 29.55 area. It's maybe not about catching the move through there. It's about like, okay, if it goes through there, then I have maybe another setup that could be provided after. If it gets a break above there, if it breaks above structure, shows you that the market still has some demand, so it could potentially pull back, right? Maybe you have a setup like this afterwards. You don't have to chase price where it's at right now. It's Monday, right? Still beginning of the week here. You can wait, kind of build some scenarios with this resistance here. Okay, so if price pushes through, so if it breaks, potentially retest that area. Especially now we have more resistance formed. Price has been pretty sideways, really, but trying to go up more now. Sells, I'm not so interested in sells still. I'm more like, it's Monday. We can obviously see we're in that 29.50 area. So depending on how the 4 hour closes, it could close bearish. The next one could potentially go down. But getting above there could confirm. Getting above like 29.50, 29.55 could confirm maybe more bullish in the market. For now, when you're looking at like the candles, 4 hours looking bearish. I know we're going to be on tonight to look at more. Like if you're looking for, you want price to come down if you're looking for another bullish setup. Like if you're looking for the sells, price could drop down. I wouldn't be in buys right now because sells could happen. I'm going to wait and kind of see if the market kind of does, like the market, every dip here is pretty much turned into a buy. When you look at it, like on the 30-minute, I recognized that this morning. I was like, every drop, you see these nice drops on the 30. Every single one of them, even the one there's a big one this morning, right at like 9 a.m. So London bullish, New York bearish. If you know, you know. 29.55. Even that was a bigger move because of the time. You know, that's in New York prime time. Every drop, you see all these drops on the 30. Pretty nice ones, getting pretty much bought and back up. Still early in the week. It's Monday, so price could still go up. Yeah, Matt, I recognize your name. I think this week could go around to 3,000. Let's see. Yeah, Matt's been here since day one. Skid. Some of you guys, EJ. I see some names. Shelby Lamb. Joseph. I got photographic memory. Alessandra. Good name. Tim. I got really good photographic memory. I've been told more than most people. I've been told that, but I think I believe it. Yeah, so I'm still bullish. I don't want to look for sells personally. I want to see if buy setups can still present. The gold took a dip this morning and bought and right back up. Maybe 29.50. If you go on my YouTube, so some of you guys are new, subscribe if you're new to the channel. And smash that like button, guys. Smash that like button. Gives me, I'm a man of energy. Smash the like button, and that's it. That's all I ask. That's all I'm asking. When I say smash, I mean this one. Not the one in the chat, right here. Smash the like button, help the channel, subscribe if you're new. Let's grow this channel to 100,000 subscribers. All right, and then I'll do something special for all y'all. Yeah, still like 29.50. Yeah, and someone said something in the chat. I just saw what you said in the chat about 29.25 in the chat. Yeah, like that's a quarter level. So we literally came from 29.25. It did try to push through there, see, but then you broke up. So a nice little accumulation happened around there. Look at that. We can see. If you want to be a part of the inner circle, yeah, like March, I'm going to be busy, so I won't really spend time answering DMs, maybe here and there. I answered a lot in the last 2 weeks, holy. And on Instagram, I have 700 DMs on it. Like, I'm just, you know, it's going to be a busy month. We got to trade. So, even if you look at 29.25, yeah, a lot of support around there. You can see accumulation happened around there. I'd DM me or get locked in before March on Discord. You see how the market accumulated. Structure shifts up, and then buyers are still kind of more in control after that. So yeah, you're right about what you said there at 29.25. That's correct. Yeah, I'm gonna be off before 8. I gotta go back to the gym at 8. But then after 8, maybe like 10:30, maybe probably actually like 11 o'clock, 11:30, I'll be back on like before midnight. Depending how long, it might be 8 to 9. You know what I mean? So like 10, yeah, like a little later. I'll keep you guys posted. Smash the like button right here, fam. We got like 130 people on here. We got 29 likes right here. Come on, show some love. Show some love. No, I wasn't live for New York this morning. I was live last night in Inner Circle. Pretty much like 8 p.m. I think it was 8:30. This morning would have been good New York sells from the looks of it, because London went up all night, literally until like 8:39. So it was like London bullish Monday, London bullish, New York retracement. So it was New York. It's a retracement move, right? That strategy, I've taught it on these streams. Some of you guys know me. Some of you guys have known me for probably like a long time. Maybe been on other trainings, watched a lot of videos. So something I've often talked about, London reversal strategy with New York. You got one today where literally like the full extension into New York up. You know, 8, 9 o'clock. I always say like 8:30, 9:30 range. Like it's like a window where that reversal, or it's a retracement. Like it has a reversal like impact. That's why I've always called it reversal. But ideally, when you look at it and you think of it as a retracement, London moves up, New York, it retraces London's move. That's exactly what happened today. Like London pushed up, New York retraced London's move, and that's turning into bullish momentum upwards. So buyers still look like they're in control, to be honest. Like sells could happen, but that doesn't mean that like the buyers aren't still in control. I'm gonna be sore. Let's say, because I'm going on 60-day run. Once you train yourself to like, you know how to operate efficiently, right? You can sit in the gym for 2 hours, but it's efficiency, right? What are you training for? Are you training to lose weight? Then you gotta, that's diet. That's not even all the gym. That's your diet, right? Are you training to get ripped? That's strength, mobility. I'm gonna be sore this week. on one of these sessions, I'm gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna be sore this week. Basically going on a 60-day run. So after 60 days, we'll see who I am. Let's see who I am. It's day 4. Let's see who I am in 60 days. All right. I'll show you guys, because I'll show you guys a picture of me a year ago. In 60 days. I'll do it in 60 days though. Not now. And I'll show you guys what happens if you put efficiency in. Efficiency. Okay? You can lose time, but once you're efficient, you can lose time when you're efficient. But once you get to that point where you're efficient, right? Time is just a tool. It's in 30 days you could do what someone would do in a year. It's not looking at when you're efficient, even in trading, when you're efficient in trading, you can have an efficient month, an efficient setup. And that month could make a year. That month could make what you make at your job. Like, efficiency in the market isn't about, how much trades you take, more trades. It's how effective you are on the setup and recognizing the setup. Confidence comes into play with that. So how do you really gain confidence, right? How are you going to gain confidence? Well, you need to apply the things you learn. You don't want to fall into an information bias, all right? Well, what's an information bias? An information bias would be thinking I need more information to change the outcome of the situation or to change the current situation, or thinking more needs to be done. You might already have the right information, the tools, everything's been said to you, you heard that, like, you've watched enough videos. An information bias would be thinking that you need more, there's more out there than what you're missing, and that might be because you haven't applied everything that you've learned along the way. It could be applying simple things like just taking a trade when the market's at a support level. And the market, I'm buying, and the market's at this, like, just candlestick close bullish, I'm going to take a trade, like practicing and applying things. You might lose steps of the way if you're always just searching for more and more and more information and thinking more information is going to make you better. Because you can know everything. You can know what to do. You can know the blueprint. You can know the plan. You can have the information already at your access, right? Some of you guys have been on the charts for 3 to 5 years, right? Some of you guys have enough information more than you need. Maybe you just haven't applied it enough to gain confidence enough to see how much of what you know works, right? And find that rhythm. That's where you'll experience breakthroughs along the way. But once you get to a point of efficiency and being effective, it's not putting more time always into things. It's how you capitalize on that time, right? With your efficiency and your skill. Many people think they'll get better with more information, like more strategies, more techniques, more concepts, more information bias, right? So that's where people go on what I call the bunny hop. They hop from strategy to strategy simultaneously, month by month, trying new things over and over again without really sticking to a system and a plan. I think, like, the market still has buyers in control, like, depending on where your buys are. I think the market will go up. I don't usually take entries at this time, usually, so it's just, like, I like to watch the market open up at this time, but daily, we're bullish from the looks of things. Watch, show you what I mean here. Remember, there was a stream we did last week, so if we look at this, yesterday's candle bullish, right? If we look at the line chart for a quick minute here, we got a nice little point here, right? On the daily. So right now I'm on the daily line chart, and there was a stream. I went over this for 3 hours and 45 minutes with you guys last week. All right? So don't say I didn't tell you this already, because I did. I did already. We talked about this peak here. Anything I really talk about, I've probably talked about already. I have a big brain. Too much things in this brain, all right? So you guys got to keep up with me, is what I'm saying. Like, if you knew how much information I give your way, it's a lot. And watch, I've found and been building stuff for the last year that will help me do everything even more. Virtual assistants. It'll take time, but those that are in the inner circle got you for life. So don't worry. That's why I said lifetime. We talked about this high last week on the daily, the line chart point. So I often like to look at the like we obviously look at the candles always too. I often like to just kind of skim through when I'm doing like my, okay, where's the daily? When I'm looking at my charts daily in the 4 hour, I like to kind of see and go, like look at some pivotal points where there was maybe a peak or a bend, like a bend in the market, like where the line chart shows like it bent or it made like a peak. Those could be some key little reference points, like swing high, swing low points, pivotal points, where there's some structure that exists, maybe below us or above us. In the instance of, let's say this low right here, right? We can see that's a structural point where the market pretty much served as like an anchor. Because at some point the market was above that price, above that point, right? That bending point there, that curve. At some point the market was much above that, right? And it came back, and there you can see there's another bend here. But you can still see overall in this point here, like the market is still above that, right there. And then that's where we create this peak. And then we go up and we create a bend here. So we have buys here coming in the market. We have buys down here coming in the market, right? As we kind of build this up. We have a previous resistance right here in the market. Where maybe, and it already did, I think, right? I think it went up today and came down like crazy, right? When you look at the candles and you consider, this is like an anchor right here, and you look now at the wicks, like right here, and you go to a wick, you'll see like this reached really close to that, right? When you're looking, so let's rewind for a minute. All right, so when you're looking at this line chart, for instance, and you see this low, let's just think of that like an anchor. Like price started a movement there, and price was able to go above that point, right, and stay above it. If we just mark that, right, for instance, we can obviously see there's a point where to the right the market comes close to it, gradually into it, that low, right? If I go to the candles, I can see we touch it. It's like you have this low here, right? Go to the candles, the market goes above this, but it reaches back for it, right? It comes very close to it. These lows, you can see there's those wicks there, right, in the market. You go to a line chart now, and you're looking at here, right? Even like you can see some resistance there that the market formed, right? Like, okay, the market clearly has moved up from here. Maybe it could trade back into there, have a move out. Or it could potentially just maintain above that price. You don't like sells, you want to be timely with them. Because how are you adjusting your risk to reward on sells? Because most traders that are looking for sells right now are looking for like a huge move, right? Like if you're looking for sells on gold, it has to be a timely thing, right? Like, because like any trader who's like looking for like a 500 pip drop on gold or a huge drop, like they're looking for a sell, and they're adjusting the money they want to make and the target that you're like, this is a good target. Because you got to think about like, why do you target what you target? Do you target it because the market's likely to go there, or you target it based on because that's the amount of money you want to make if the market goes there? What are you deciding your target based on? Are you putting your risk to reward at a point where it's all the way down here and it's like, okay, if I risk $1,000 and it goes here, I'll make $8,000? Are you doing that simultaneously and constantly in a market like this with gold? Because that's what a lot of traders are doing for the sells. A lot of traders are looking for that because it's just going up, it's just going up, it's just going up. A lot of traders are looking for the dump. They're looking for gold to dump. They're looking for gold to dump. They're looking for gold to dump as much as it's going up, right? It's just going up, it's just going up, right? So a lot of traders are looking for that big dump, that big drop, right? So what are those traders doing? Like they're not like probably or profitability. Like in terms of profitability, the probable sense of what they're doing doesn't add up to what they're trying to accomplish. If I'm like taking sells here and I'm like, this is gonna drop, and okay, if it goes here and I put my stop loss here and it goes down and I catch the $500, I catch the $50 drop or $80, like you might be trying to go for a home run that's just not there yet, right? So if you're looking for sells and you're like, I gotta catch this big 500 pip drop, drop down to the low or here, like the market's not in that framework. The market doesn't have that framework for that to just come as much as you might see a sell. I've been saying that for weeks. I've been saying that for a while. That's not new language I've been speaking. So now this is why we watch the chart when it opens, and we don't rush into a market at 6 o'clock in the afternoon, right? This is why when it's 4 p.m. and some of you guys might see me react in the chat like, guys, it's 4 p.m. 5 p.m. Are you guys really looking for a trade at this hour, right? Some of you guys have probably seen me say that kind of stuff in the chat, right? So most traders are going to be looking for sells because gold is high. Now we just broke above 29.50, right? Patience. Some of you guys said you're in sells. Patience. Some of you guys are saying you're buys. That makes more sense because the buyers are still in control and it's Monday, still early in the week, right? And we've already seen from how it's open, there's more buyers in control. Sells could happen, but if a sell happens, it's setting up for a buy, I think, right? Like that's where we're looking at the angle of the market. So if you're always going for that home run in a market that doesn't offer that, like the environment, right? You have to adapt to environment. The environment for gold has been just super bullish the last month or two because everything going on in the world. We talked about it from day one, January, like our first stream, right? The first stream we did in January. From day one, we've been talking about that, right? It's uncertainty that we're dealing with. So why do you have to be so uncertain yourself when the market's been showing you its direction for the last like 60 days? If you guys have been on my session, we've seen a lot of bullish, right? And we've just been mainly bullish. You want, like, price to me is trying to break above 29.50, like, and push through, right? That's even what I said not long ago, like getting it to me, like that makes more sense. Or if price drops, I'm not going to be in sells. I'm not chasing the sells. Maybe watch for a dip back into here or somewhere. If we get a good 30-minute or hourly time frame drop on gold, if there are some sells, I'm not looking for sells personally. I caught buys pretty much last night, made some money, so it was good. Way to start the week, good way to start the week. Don't need to force the week. When you start a week like that, like let's say you're on the market when it opens, and most traders aren't, right? Most traders are going to be kind of getting on the market now or after Monday morning, right? Miss some price action. Most traders aren't going to be on the market at like Sunday market open. They're going to be at Sunday, chill day, Sunday. Let the market open up Monday morning, get into Monday, Tuesday groove. Most traders aren't going to be on the charts market open, so they're not going to be able to. Most traders probably missed the buy by now, right? There's been a buy already, right? Most traders don't understand the market as like a job, that it has a schedule. It opens at a time and it closes at a time. And when it opens and when it closes, that is important. And where it opens and where it closes, that is also important. A lot of traders won't learn that. That's the part most traders won't learn, because most people treat trading more like a hobby. So the Sunday, you know, Sunday's like a chill day. Who's going to be on the market Sunday, all right, you know? Something to take into consideration if you want to get ahead of others in these markets. Be on the times that most people don't go on. Like, there's times where I see people taking trades and I'm like, why are you taking a trade at this time? Like, chill. I'm like, just chill. If it can get above, like, really break above this level, break above resistance, go for like a retest, then I'll maybe look for, that might even happen in London later. Like, it could happen today. Like, the gold can move quick. That's, I'm more looking for gold to go up, continue bullish, break up more. Like, I'm not looking for the sells. The sells can happen, but I'm not going to be chasing them. Sells can happen. If it drops, I'm not going to be in the market. Might just look for a buy setup if there's a big drop on like the 30-minute, but still looks like more demand. 29.50. It's good to use the fives. I talk about this often. The fives, and those work really well. Like, often when I teach gold, this is something I've taught for years. I've been teaching this since 2020, right? That's why a lot of people trade gold the way they do nowadays. Something I learned in like 2019 was whole numbers with gold. I learned about the whole numbers with gold in 2019. Practicing gold, practicing trades, right? It's not that wasn't something anyone taught me. The gold whole numbers stuff. Anything with gold, really, not a lot. Like, just a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and years of it to learn the things that I make really seem simple. It's probably just the way I talk. Some of you guys are like, bro, I need you on the streams. I'm not as confident without you, and I'm like, I'm here. Don't worry. I think about you guys every day. Don't worry. I was like, that was a good message to read. 85, the light's just bright, so that's why I'm kind of just like looking at it. The white, that white is like the black kind of bright with this light. Whew. Yeah, we got the 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Yeah, fives. There we go. Maybe we can do one more 5. Maybe do one more. At the 75. Yeah, I'll stop right there. That white on the red with the black with this light here is. Gee, how did I? So, where were we here? You guys go to my Discord. I'll drop the link in the chat. What time is it? We still got like an hour. Go to my Discord. All right. Smash the like button. We only got 71, fam. Let's get it to 100 before I get off. All right. Get it to 100. Get it to 100 before I get off. All right. That's all I ask. Because I'm about to teach you some fire shit right here. All right. We've gone over this on several streams. Like, a lot of you guys know this already. A lot of you guys should know this. All right. One day I'm gonna get one of you guys to teach. We'll see who the protege is. I want to find my protege. Yeah, we'll find the. Who is it? Who is it? If you spend enough time with me, I could, because it took me a long time to be the trader I am. It won't take you guys as long as it took me. So remember that. If you spend enough time with me, you'll see. My brain there's just too much things to teach and can't do it all in one session. But if you go in the Discord, the blueprints are there for like talking about whole numbers, and we talk about this on a lot of sessions, and it's on a lot of my YouTube videos too. pretty much one of the main things we talk about when it comes down to gold, right? But if you like the $10, the zero is, you know, the zeros are good, but the fives we look at a lot with gold, the $5 levels. So if you mark $10 apart from each other, right? Teaching you guys some sauce right now because I got lots of sauce to teach. So this is some good little way to create a grid on your chart, maybe a little skeleton. I'll take the camera off actually, so we got like the full chart. I'll take the camera off for a bit, maybe like 5 minutes or so. Remind me to put it back on if I forget. Confidence, patience. Well, you need personal development. We're gonna go over this, but I'll answer it quick. You need personal development, really. Before I started trading, I was doing personal development. So if you're not personally developed, that's just kind of the root of things with your mind, your vision, because like anything I've created in my mind, anything I've seen in my mind, I've done all the things, a lot of things, not all of them. So a lot of things to do. There's a lot like visions. It starts in your mind, and the brain doesn't really know the difference between something that happened, something that didn't happen. So I mean, you need personal development, whether it's patience, discipline, mindset, psychology, manifestation. You want to manifest anything you want in life to you, you have to become a certain person, right? So it doesn't matter what level of mindset, patience. If you're not a patient person in life, so let's just say outside of trading, situations in life, anything in life. If you're not patient already in life, you're not going to be a patient trader. So maybe you have to master aspects of patience even outside of trading too, but you have to be personally developed. Because when I first started trading, before I took my first trade and blew my first account, I was already listening to a lot of like motivational videos, mindset videos, law of attraction videos, Bob Proctor, Gary Vaynerchuk, Ty Lopez, Tony Robbins, people like that, Jim Rohn, Earl Nightingale, Napoleon Hill, reading books before I even traded. So I was already personally developed in the sense of certain aspects of patience, perseverance, adapting, desire, right? Motivation, the difference between failure and success. They're the same thing. There's no difference between. It's not two different roads. Failure is a part of success. So I remember one of my best friends blew an account when we started trading, and he quit after 30 days. He couldn't emotionally handle it. It's emotions in trading. Like if you're not personally developed already, you might not be able to emotionally handle trading, right? You have to be a personally developed person. Not everyone can be a trader. It's an emotional thing. So if you lack patience, if you lack discipline in life already, if you're not organized in life, you don't have routine, if you just have like disbelief in yourself too, like that's why I say it starts with personal development. Because if you're not personally development, you're not reading, you're not doing that stuff, your brain's not getting the exercise that it needs to become the person you want to be. So you just have to already vision yourself as that person as you're becoming it, right? Like if you want to be more disciplined, you have to vision yourself as a disciplined man or woman, right? You have to stand for that, and time may seem like the enemy in that, but that's the price to pay for becoming all of that, right? Time is the price to pay when you're trying to become more disciplined, more patient, everything that might turn you into a better person, a stronger person, right? So I may have overcoming things is just the mindset of overcoming it. right? Fear, there's really no such thing as fear. Fear should really just give you energy to go stronger, right? So fear, uncertainty, and doubt, those play big common roles in trading, right? So anyone who's not really personally developed consistently is just gonna be more of like that, right? So think about your brain. Your brain's a muscle, but just like your body has different muscle groups in it that you can work out, like biceps, triceps, traps, lats, shoulders, everything, right? Your brain has different emotions, inside of it, like discipline, patience, forward thinking, perseverance. A lot of these different attributes inside of that. So I think you gotta just kind of stay on that mode for a bit. Like a bit. Like when I say a bit, I mean like a year, 6 months, a year of it. It might sound like a long time, but once you turn yourself into a more disciplined person, you buy back that time. To avoid revenge trading and patience, just give yourself a time that you're going to trade. Like, I'm only going to trade at this time of the day. I'm only going to take one trade a day. Win or lose, that's it. Like, and that goes back to everything I'm saying. Like, you have to be kind of planned to say that and be disciplined to follow through on your plan. So revenge trading is just you not being disciplined. It's you just taking trades that you know you shouldn't. Maybe even at times you shouldn't. If you're over trading, if you're taking too many trades or you're revenge trading and giving profits back to the market, that's just a discipline attribute. It's not, there's no hack, bro, on like, there's no potion that you're going to drink like, I'm going to stop being disciplined. You need to just be disciplined. Like, you're not going to drink a potion and overnight just be disciplined. You have to just do it. Just do it. That's all it is. Like, there's no book to read on discipline. That's just be disciplined, right? If you're revenge trading and you lack patience, you need to make a plan, right? And say, I'm only going to trade in this time, the New York session, or I'm only going to trade in London session, like a time, and I'm only going to trade this. I'm only going to take one trade. Like, you got to create a plan to give you that discipline, follow through. That's what creating a plan is, right? But like, back to like the whole, like, there's no potion, no book to read. The books are just to create that mindset, that more belief, keep more faith, more vision, right? Exercise your brain. You can read all the books you want, really, too, but it's really just comes down to you as a person. There's really no, like, potion, like, secret potion to take. It comes down, crypto is just, oh man. Whoo. Another day. Another day. Gold. I'm like I said, I'm going to be on later tonight. Maybe we find a trade tonight. Like, it's Monday. I'm not chasing, like, you guys understand. My job's to remain profitable. All right? There's a difference between, like, okay, you can look at the market every moment and take a trade every moment of the day, right? But part of trading is also remaining profitable. If I don't see a trade I want to take, then I'm not going to take a trade, especially if, it's still early in the week. I know you guys want trades, but that's the part of the job. The part of the job is showing up every day, and it's efficiency when you show up too. You find a trade. That's why we show up every day. The fives work good, so a lot of you guys might just put the $10, right? Like every $10, every $10, every $10. You can put every $5, but still giving it that $10 distance apart from each other. So from line to line, from horizontal line to horizontal line, it's still a $10 distance in value. So price value. We're just starting at the fives instead of the zeros. So instead of going 50, 40, 30, 20, 50, you know, like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, or 0, 10, 20, 30, it's 5, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, etc. That's a good way to do it. You gotta, and like patience, like that's why we trade gold. And I said, like, if you're looking for entries on gold, how do you practice patience? Wait for the price. Wait for the price. Wait for the price. We talk about the whole numbers, and the whole numbers will give you a reaction. It's more probable. So if you're not waiting for the whole number, maybe you're not waiting for the whole numbers. Maybe you're not waiting for the right prices. Maybe you're not waiting for your zones. And you're just letting price. You're reacting to price when it goes green or when it goes red, something like that, right? I get all that. Now I gotta eat a little bit. What time is it? Maybe it's that, like, what if you're not waiting for the whole numbers to hit at the right price? That could be something too, where you're over trading or lacking patience and not, you know, you're getting entries that are a waste of an actual good entry. The 4 hour on gold looks like it's bearish at the moment. Maybe it closes bearish. For those of you guys that are looking for sells, like 4 hour could close bearish, maybe turn over, but I'm going to be on later tonight as well, looking at the market and seeing where it's at. Maybe there's a setup later. But I know if you mark every $5, because a lot of times, like, you might be thinking sells at like $29.50, but if you look, $29.55. So a lot of times, like, the zeros or the $10 levels don't always hold. Like they do. Like, they're very accurate. I like to do this, going every $10 apart, but leaving the $5. You'll see a lot of support and resistance, whether it's like scalping reactions. Like, you get a lot of reactions around these price levels as a support or as a resistance, where like supply and demand is kind of contributed. A lot of action. If it does something like this, so the reason I'll do this, because see, like here, where would that have stopped? Think about where that stops. It's in the middle of two $5 levels. So think about this. Think about this for a minute, because you'll see this a lot. So we have 29.25, 29.15. So oftentimes the market, if it's not respected, where is it kind of going to go? It usually goes to that 20. So you see 20s in the middle here. You can get that, like, if you look at, so I'll do a few, like, for instance, like, look at right, like here it just spikes up, stops right there. That would have been 29, that would have been like 29.40, 29.41, 42. You can get these little pushes through, like kind of what I'm explaining right here, like even this underneath, but it ends up holding the $10 level. Right here's a good one. Here's a good one. See 28.95. See this move through it? Where did that stop? That would have stopped pretty much around the 90. See this move through? That would have stopped around the 80. So these levels, like, don't get respected like that. Like, you could see, like, here the market makes a big bullish move and then it goes underneath 28.95. You can get that where it pushes through. You'll see, like, this, like where the first one, this looks super familiar. How, yeah, it's at the 29, it's at the 5, then it goes through, but just pushes right up. That happens a lot. So I like the 5s. Like, even if you look at this morning, like 29.50 sells, So you think about it, if it's like 29.50 sells, it went up and then it went to 29.55, and then same thing happened this morning. 29.50 it went up 29.55. Often like the like same thing happened here at 29.40. Like see right here, 29.45 right here. But if you think about 29.40, you know you got 29.40 right there. It goes right through 29.40, goes to the 45. The $5 levels, so like every $5, like where there's a $5, like a half point in price, like 55, 45. So where you have that 5 before the decimal point, those work really good as like pretty much support and resistance and entries. If you're trading gold, you don't need to chase price. Like you're waiting for price to hit entry and get around your entry, get around price. Like you're not chasing green candles and red candles. You're buying on red candles, if anything, or you're selling on green candles, or in, you know, like at these prices. Something to get used to, but there's so many reactions, and that's why like I like to scale into trades. So you guys often ask, I see it all the time in Discord. Like I pay attention to what gets said a lot in Discord and stuff. So I pay attention to a lot. I see a lot of things. It pops up on my phone all day. Like my phone is just all day. So I often talk about how I like to scale in or layer into my trades, right, with gold, like because I know the price I'm entering around. If it's like, okay, I like this price, or it looks like there's a good setup here, I'll maybe like to enter around that price in an area, and not just enter a full position at once, right? Don't enter it all at once. Like to kind of maybe start slowly build the position up. So we often talk about that because we're waiting for these prices, right, to get hit, right, where they could trigger an entry, a reaction. These work really well when you're focusing on gold. What time is it here? 7:02. So you gotta be aware of that. BTC USD, please. If you want it, yeah. If you guys want to be a part of the inner circle, hit me up on Discord. Hit me up on Discord. Hit me up on the Discord. I put the link in the chat already. Hit me up by March. Or I mean, if you've already been in contact with me, make sure you hit me up by March. Some people are asking if they could wait for like 2 months, and I was like, don't work like that. Honestly, there's probably news going on. It's the stock market. I talked a little bit about this. What day is it? February 24th. Yeah, market's bearish month for crypto. March is usually a strong month for crypto, like historically. February and March generally are. It's looking like we're gonna end the month off bearish for Bitcoin. We could still keep dropping down, but if you're DCAing long term, Bitcoin's always the best. This is what shows you. Like I went on a big ramble. Someone asked Bitcoin, please. I went on a pretty big ramble about Bitcoin already in crypto. The value of Bitcoin. There's coins that are zoom out, it's up. There's coins that don't have that. There's a lot of coins. So most people are invested in coins that probably you can't zoom out and be like, oh yeah, it's still up. Like XRP, it's like, oh yeah, XRP's up. Solana, it's like, not as much. Coming down. Probably come down to here, yeah. The lows. So if Bitcoin, like, you can't really time Bitcoin right now because there's so much news going on. And I think there was news because of this. Well, the stock market took a big hit today. Stock market had some bearish days. Well, last couple of trading days. Reset the chart. It could stay in a phase, and I've gone over this for the last 2 weeks. Like if you look at what the market did over here, like this could do the same thing it did like over there. Even go like lower, right? Like look at what price did for months over here. It went up, it went down, it went up, it went down, it went up. All those downs, the entire market kept going down more. Up, down, up, down, up. Then it ran up. So like when you're looking at price, like just forward thinking, it could do something like that. It could slowly try to go down more, up, like in more of a bearish market. Like I'm bullish on Bitcoin for life. Like I'm not bullish on Bitcoin for it to go. My goal is to just acquire more Bitcoin in life in general. Get to a number and just leave it at that. Don't buy more. That's my goal. Like I want to get to a number of Bitcoin. That's it. Just kind of chill from there, if you know what I mean. Like not worry about buying more. It's like, okay, that's a good amount. But yeah, market's crazy. You gotta look up the news. Who knows? You can't. It's a timely asset that long term is gonna go up by the end of the year. So by 2026, most people are thinking the bull run is gonna be like 2 more months, but it might go until the end of 2026, right? The last support you have is like 88,000, 90,000 area. So if it breaks that support, a lot of liquidity is going to get taken out. But you can look between that area and the last resistance, which is around $75,000, way down here, right? So you can look at where we have the last support's around 88,000. I think between like 85 and 88,000, around there. That's pretty much the last lifeline right now, guys. From the looks, that's the lifeline right now. Got $1 million less now. Damn it. Oh, my life. It's okay. Been here before. I've been here before, so that's why I'll survive. Some of you guys maybe first time on the rodeo, though. That's how it feels. Especially if you're just holding altcoins. Like if your number one isn't Bitcoin, yeah, you're hurting right now for sure. So if you look at the gap between 75,000 and here, there's a big empty space. So if that final support doesn't really hold, you see that gap between like way down here. There's a big gap underneath. Like if the final support doesn't hold, then your last lifeline goes down to there potentially. Cause yeah, around like, yeah, literally like 85, that $90,000 between there is literally the last kind of support that's been holding this up. Underneath there, it's all more like there's that big gap between right here, that big separation, kind of a displacency in price. Like when you look at the weekly too, there's a big open space there that we can see, right? All in here. So if like I could see if this doesn't hold, like it just depends on what price does in the next couple of weeks, probably going into March with where we're testing right now. Because yeah, this could pull back, go down. It could do a pullback, go down, retrace, go down. Like it could have a recovery. It probably will have a recovery. Like it's trying to test 90,000 again. So we've seen a lot of buys around here. It probably will have like a recovery in here. Bounce up like around that area. But you have a big support there that if the market doesn't like sustain, then it could drop lower. You could see again. My eyes see this big kind of gap here in price. no alt. We wanted alt season, but we got trade wars instead, guys. We wanted alt season. We wanted meme season. We wanted Bitcoin bull run, but we got trade wars instead. That's what we got, unfortunately. So if stocks keep, you gotta watch stocks too. Like you gotta watch the broader market, because if those keep seeing bleeding, like kind of what happened today, the broader market had a big. If those see some drops, then market could potentially crash. Like this market crash everyone's expecting. Maybe that's why Warren Buffett has like 375 billion, I think, yeah, billion, what am I saying, in cash. Warren Buffett has like 375 billion, the most he's ever held in cash for his company. So he's maybe getting ready for a market crash or getting ready to buy a dip when it crashes, like, because Warren Buffett's company's Berkshire Hathaway, they're sitting on more cash right now than they've ever have. From their stocks, that says something, maybe because Warren Buffett's been around for a long time. So maybe that's the most they've sat on, and they're still a huge company. If you don't know who Warren Buffett's company is, it's called Berkshire Hathaway. It's right here. It's the 13th biggest asset in the world. $1 trillion. So it's worth $1 trillion, and they're sitting on more cash. Like some stocks are up, but the broader market, like Nvidia's down, Microsoft's down, Amazon's down, Apple. You have some stocks that are, now we got Bitcoin down. The broader market also kind of down, not everything, but like Tesla down, Berkshire Hathaway up, Warren Buffett's company. Warren Buffett right now, his company is sitting on more cash than they've ever had in history, and they're still worth. So you gotta think they're sitting on more cash than they ever had in history, and they're still worth $1 trillion in market cap. Share price is almost $500 a share. So I mean, a company and someone like that doing that tells me maybe two things. He's preparing for a market crash, or he's been preparing for a market crash, and he's getting ready to buy a dip or something with that cash. Like maybe when there's a market crash or something as this. That's something I saw too. Yeah, like you could go down. Damn, I even posted on my story, if Bitcoin drops to $80,000 today, what are all your other? I posted on Instagram story last night, man. I how do I know one thing? Like, I posted on my Instagram last night, if Bitcoin drops to $80,000 today, what are all your coins gonna be worth? Now it's at 91. Damn, why did I say that? Nah. Like it dropping shouldn't be looked at like this is absurd. Oh my god, what's going on with crypto? Crypto's screwed. Like it could drop. Understand this. It could drop to $75,000 per Bitcoin. It's still expensive, and most people, everyone else, all the other coins. Like I hope that doesn't happen, because all the other coins would be worth what, right? So. It dropping to 75,000, it's still going to be worth. And I've said this for time. Like I've said this since December. Like I said, we can't time the market always. Like I even said in December, it could drop down, and still it's going to be worth. What it's worth, and most people still won't be able to, afford one Bitcoin, right? At $80,000, $75,000, most people are still not gonna be able to afford to buy one Bitcoin at 75,000. Like come on, like most average person, it's a lot of money to put in that you have to hold that asset, right? Even if it went to like 50, 60, like most people still won't be able to buy one Bitcoin at that point. They'd probably be fearful. You know what's happening right now? It's the average price purchase now. The average price purchase for people who haven't been buying is going up now, right? So whatever the market does in the next year, people are going to sell once they get back to the price and they get in profit, because they're going to be like, I went through all that. And then the market's just going to rip on them. And they're selling back to who? Who are they going to be selling back to? The people that are just going to keep buying it. So like the average, the market's giving people time to buy here. Time to buy, time to buy, time to buy, time to buy. A lot of time to buy here at different prices. So people's prices are going up in terms of average price cost, right? Or average price purchase. So when you think about the fact that there's institutions involved in this on Wall Street now, right, that are adopting this coin and holding it, right? They're doing that to shake people out now and later. Because a shakeout can come also later. A shakeout is like if you bought Bitcoin here for the first time, or maybe you bought Bitcoin at the top here, and then it comes down, and then it goes back, and you sell it because you're like, went through all that, and then it just keeps ripping. And then you buy back at a higher price. That's how a market's created too, right? So there's some 101 for you right there. That's how proper shakeouts happen. Proper shakeout happens. So much time for people to buy. Price goes down. Takes a long time to recover. When it does, I had enough of that. Burnout. Sell the asset. Buy back at a higher price. Just know what you have. So you got to know what you have when you own Bitcoin. All right? Just know that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna head out here. Gotta have a protein shake. A little wake. Yeah. I'm gonna be on later though. Probably, what time is it? So 8 to 9, 9:30. I'll probably be on at 10:30, 11 p.m. So 3 hours from now. 3 hours from now-ish. If you want to be a part of my inner circle, it's a one-time fee, lifetime access. Get in now before the next inner circle, because it will be double the price. Probably 30% more than what it is now, next one I do. So remember that too. Because it's lifetime access. So message me on my Discord channel. I have to accept friend requests probably too. So just remember that. Lifetime access comes with a lot of videos I've made. You'll get access to a private section on my YouTube. Yeah, like, you can't look at this as fear. You got, like, I look at this as like it's a, it's like a fearful time, yeah. But it's like, okay, if yesterday was a good buy and 2 weeks ago was a good buy, and so if this isn't really like, I gotta buy now, like, look, even looking for maybe a trade to swing out of this could happen. Like, if you're not looking at this, like, if you're looking at this like, I'm scared, what if the market keeps dropping? Then it's like, I think good time to DCA. Better than where it was. It was at 100K, now it's 10K cheaper, right? Maybe a good time to DCA price. If you've been on the sidelines, that's good too. If you've been on the sidelines waiting, like these days, if you're on the sidelines too and you're just a Bitcoiner, like you're just a Bitcoiner mainly like me, I'm mainly a Bitcoiner. Like, I love all the other coins. They're amazing. There we go. Look at that. Right down to fear. Real quick. Sentiment real quick. See, I said it was going to change. There we go. Yesterday neutral. Today fear. Maybe going to extreme fear levels soon. Yikes. I've been in the market for 10 years. Look at the last time we were at. Like, last time we were at fear, it was time to accumulate. Same with last time we were at fear, it was time to accumulate. It took some time. Like, that was August, September, October. 3 months of fear. Up, down. 3 months of fear. Here. What was this? July, August, September. Same timeline right there, actually. Right? So, like, the market went past where it was a year ago, but it's coming back to fear, which makes sense because look how much time I gave people to buy here. So if you've been on the sidelines and you're just like a Bitcoiner, like, it's better time to accumulate. Think about it, like, you're in fear. Once you get out of fear, do you want to be buying when it goes, like, you want to sell in extreme greed? That might take, what if that's end of 2025, right? It's not like most people are fearful in this stage, but that's the part most people can't really get through in the market because you can't time it, right? So it's an emotional stage, right? But when the market gets out of that, that's where the strong prevail. That's where the strong prevail. When the market gets out of that. And we haven't seen this in months, since September. Now it's like literally going to where it was in September. August, July, August, September, going into October. It's going to those fear levels, and the market will do that. That's what creates a market over time. Like a year from now might look back at this and be like, just another one of those times. Like, I've been in it for 10 years, so it might be different for me. But I know what I hold. I know what I own, you know? I know what I own, right? Like, so I'm like that. I know what I own later on too, like, right? But like, if you're looking at trades, like trade setups, I'm not trading Bitcoin. I'd only try to swing. If I trade, it's like kind of small, like trying to catch like small positions, trying to catch a swing. But not right now, not trading it right now. Just been focused on gold. Yeah, buy the dip. But if the dippity dips, keep buying the dip. No financial advice. It looks like it could jump. Yeah. Oh, that's yeah. If you're in a trade, like, yeah, if you're in a trade, I think it'll bounce. It should bounce. It should do a recovery, like a little. There should be a small recovery from this. Like, come on, it's Monday too. Friday, end of the, yeah. Like, there should be some recovery. Like, I would, if I was trading Bitcoin right now, I'd probably be looking for entries, try to see if I can get a little swing or a bounce out, some recovery. Waiting for it to set up, but I'd keep an eye on it this week. If you're a Bitcoin, like, there could be a trade. We'll look at it more tonight too. Like, we're gonna be on. We're just grooving into the market. Chainlink's down. $15, still above 10. Went to 30. Chainlink, not a bad coin. Link. It's better than, I like coins like $15. It's been to 30. It's been higher. At 10, above 10 still. Went all the way to 30, retesting 15. That's a good DCA price. 15, 10, numbers like that, like $15, $10, $20. If you look at Chainlink, for instance, it hit the 30 high, and we went to 25, we went to 20. 30 was the resistance, and it went all the way down to 20. So these are good DCA prices, like 20, 15, 10 for something like Chainlink, because when it goes back to 30, you have a good profit where literally it's back. You don't want to be chasing price when it's on the way there. But yeah, guys, we're going to be on later. All right. I'm going to do another stream later. We're going to look at XAU later. I'm not looking for any trades right now. Just ran down some things. I went over a lot about it, XAU already. I said, like, if it breaks above, it's still bullish for me. I talked about it for a lot, but I got to go. We'll look at it again later. Like, I'm not looking for a trade right now. I'm waiting for buys to set up. Maybe when I see them, like, I think the market could still potentially go up on XAU. I kind of ran it down for a good amount of the stream. So you just have to watch some of the key levels and keep an eye on it. Like, I don't think it's just gonna dump yet. We ran over some things already about it. We started like 2 hours ago, guys, so we're gonna wrap it up now. Keep an eye on some of the key price levels, right? Like we talk about with the blueprints. Every $10, every $5. Look for some confirmations. Like that's all I like to, like yesterday with Inner Circle, we literally bought $29.25. So if you look $10 higher, you could have took a buy at $29.35, right? Maybe $29.45 here, right? Like $10. I bought at $29.25 yesterday. $10 higher, $29.35. And now some of the key level, maybe $29.45. Maybe we get a break above $29.50, $29.55 level. But I gotta go. I gotta wrap it up. I have to go to the bank now. I have to go to the bank tomorrow. Actually, might have to now. I have to hit the bank tomorrow. Maybe so, yeah, like keep an eye on some of the key levels. Like I ran down like some of those $5 levels. Watch price. Like I'm gonna be on later. Maybe there's a setup later. I don't want to rush because I caught a good setup early week. Like, so I'm like, I don't want to force the next trade so early in the week. Like look for anything. Like when there's a setup there, it doesn't take a lot. When there's a good setup, it doesn't take a lot of time to look if there's something good in front of you. You can get on any time of the charts. That's why I like to show up consistently on the charts, kind of daily, because you can get on at any time and you could spend 5 minutes and there could be a setup. And then other days you might spend 2 hours and not see anything. So it's not a variable that's always going to be the same in trading, right? You could literally get on the chart, New York session, one day. It's light. She's a bright one. Where's the thing? It's so bright I can't even find the thing. Oh, yeah. I'll change the color. I'll do that tomorrow. One day you can get on the charts. Take 10 minutes, boom, you see a setup, like right away. Another day, 2 hours, you see nothing. There's no difference between the two. You're just showing, like, it's the market, what you're able to spot. Like, you can't get on the chart and be like, oh, I can't find anything. I gotta just, you know, like, when there's good setups, you take them. Yeah, but we're gonna be back on tonight and kind of see what gold looks like. I'm not looking for the sells. Like I said at the beginning, sells could happen, but I'm gonna watch the market tonight because I know I'm gonna be on later. Maybe even like late. Maybe even later. If like you don't have to look for, like, the market could go above 29.50, and if it does like something like this, gets above 29.50, it could go for a retest. But we'll see what the market looks like later. I'll be on in, what time is it? 7:30 now. So yeah, I'll be on in like 3 hours. Between 10:30 and 11 o'clock. I'll be on at 7:30 right now. So that's 3 hours from now. I'll be back on. We're going to wrap it up now. Peace out. Peace out. See everybody later. Plug in later. Plug in later. There might be like, we were on Inner Circle last night. And I got on and I was just going to do a training, but I looked at the chart. I'm like, I see a good trade here. Let's take, like, plug in later. You never know. Tap in. And we'll be on all week. Started this week a little later. But yeah, peace out. Peace out.
Do that, so you limit this box. So your box becomes so small of things you can do. My box wasn't even a box. It was a fucking little pinhole. And then, through examining myself, getting some willpower, some courage, it became bigger than this table. But that's what we all do. That's why I wanted to come here today and talk to you about real shit. Not no fucking like hacks. There's no hacks, bro. It's you against you. You against you. first thing that comes to your fucking mind is, why the fuck did I quit? So what keeps me going? I've quit several things. I know what's on the back end of fucking quitting. It's a lifetime of thinking about, why the fuck did I do that? And I ain't fucking doing that no more. Figure out how to get around it, through it, above it, climb over it. So those limits, I'm always, that's what I said, I taught myself how to fail. I'm always skirting on that like limit of like, okay, I'm there, okay, I failed. But I was right there.